Hey dude, what are you talking about today? We're talking about blue eyes. Again, blue eyes? So what? Yes, it's an interesting subject. What's your fucking problem? You're becoming too repetitive, man. Are you serious? Well, it's my channel too. I'm Cryptex. No, I'm Cryptex. I'm Cryptex. No, I'm Cryptex. I'm Cryptex. I'm Cryptex. Let's talk about blue eyes. Let's remember what the Sergeant Riley said about the British guy and the color of his eyes.
Or the person was not clear on the color of the eyes, but the person said it was definitely not blue. She was the person was very obvious that it was not blue eyes, but they did mention that they were not clear on which color it was.
He said that the British guy, he doesn't have blue eyes. He has eyes of different colors. So we know that Richard Allen, he has blue eyes. The information is so confusing that we cannot take any conclusion. Maybe that statement didn't come from a witness. So from where then? From DNA.
Crystal Breslin. I work at Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, or IUPUI, in downtown Indianapolis. I work in Dr. Susan Walsh's laboratory. It's a DNA phenotyping laboratory. And we work on improving DNA phenotyping for the forensics platform. For DNA phenotyping right now, currently what they use is a categorical system. So they split it up into categories, like, for example, eye color is brown eyes, blue eyes, that kind of thing, and then an intermediate color. And so basically quantitative color prediction is giving an exact value of the prediction of the color. So rather than just giving a category, because like, for example, blue eyes,
there is no DNA. There is DNA. There is no DNA. There is DNA. There is no DNA. I'm gonna show you.
Early on, police mentioned that there was some DNA evidence found and that it was going to be fast-tracked through the lab, but then noting else that there was never anything found. Can you state why no follow-up was given on that?
I can't talk about the evidence associated with this.
Can you say whether genetic genealogy using familial DNA profiles is possible tools to be utilized in the future?
Again, it's associated with DNA evidence.
Paul Etter committed suicide last month during a standoff in Boone County, Indiana. Investigators are requesting DNA testing. Police had received tips about Etter in their investigation into the murders of Libby German and Abby Williams. The girls were killed more than 2 years ago while on a hiking trail in Delphi, Indiana. In April, police released an updated sketch of the suspect along with a short video from Libby's cell phone showing a man walking across an abandoned railroad bridge near them.
All right, Jamie, our next comment comes from Jane. She asked, does he have any priors? Excellent question. We don't know yet because, again, the affidavit is sealed, but I think that that's going to be a key point that when it comes out for consideration, because if this is a suspect that did commit these crimes, I can't imagine, Jamie, that this is the first crime he's committed.
That's a very good question from the viewer, and I was thinking that earlier when I saw this story break. I guess the thing that we don't know the extent of physical evidence that's available. I suspect with 2 young women dead, there has to be some level of DNA evidence. You would think there is. And the only way that would connect to someone is that they did not have a criminal history, because most states, especially for felonies, when you're arrested, you have to give a DNA sample. So it's a great question. I'll be surprised if he is a felon, based on at least my speculation that there's some DNA evidence that was not able to be matched up within the general database that we have of people that have been arrested for felonies in the past.
And of course, we all know that just because someone does or doesn't have a criminal history doesn't necessarily mean they haven't committed crimes in the past, but rather perhaps they haven't been caught. We just don't know yet.
It was a month before the memorandum came out that I submitted DNA again. It's been on file since I went to Iraq. It's been on file since I got a felony back in the day. And then they took more DNA at the mouth-to-mouth interview beginning of August.
So they must have DNA.
Later, like 4 days later, actually, I came back for the polygraph.
Yeah, they must have DNA then.
And as we were all told from the beginning, there was no DNA in this case. So when he asked me for DNA, I'm like, So you guys did have DNA in this case, or otherwise you wouldn't be asking for fucking mine. I said that also begs the question, the hell you doing with Richard Allen in jail? If you're still looking, we were all told from the beginning there was no DNA in this case. So when he asked me for DNA, I'm like, So you guys did have DNA in this case, or otherwise you wouldn't be asking for fucking mine. I said that also begs the question, the hell you doing with Richard Allen in jail? If you're still looking for other people's DNA, that must mean you had DNA in the case and his didn't match. And then the state cop just kind of sat there and stared at me with those doughy lost eyes and shit. Like, well, I mean, it's already in the database. If you want more of it, get your swab out and not spit all over that some bitch and put in her little tube, stuck in their envelope, and disappeared with it.
So that was all for today, guys. I hope you liked my video. Your video? My video. My video. My video.